Hi everyone, it's Karen from Unified Canine, and I'm here to talk to you today about training your adolescent dogs. Now, what age group are we talking about when we're talking about adolescents? In dogs, adolescence can begin anywhere from 6 months of age and last until 3 years of age. It really does depend on the breed and the individual genetics of the dog. I would say on average, we see adolescents starting around 9 months of age and finishing around 2. And you can definitely tell when a dog has entered and finished adolescence. All of a sudden, all the activities that your dog was really good at before, suddenly they stop being able to perform. They're not able to do those activities. So your dog who had a rock solid stay no longer can do that anymore. And we think, what happened? Everything that my dog could do before, they can't do it anymore. Well, that's probably because your dog has entered adolescence. Fear not, because once they come out of adolescence, if you've helped them cope with adolescence well, they will be a much better dog when they're an adult, and they'll be able to do all the things that we expected them to do or that we taught them to do when they were puppies. We just have to help them get through this period. Some things to keep in mind with an adolescent dog is that their prefrontal cortex is still developing and forming, and so their ability to use their executive function in their brain sometimes is challenged. That is why activities they could do before, some days they may find really challenging to do. Their excitability and their emotional responses to things, their arousal levels, fully formed. So they get excited really easy. They're very sensitive to environmental stimuli, and they're very sensitive to punishment. So that is very, very key when you're working with an adolescent dog. If you want to help your dog get through adolescence, continue to learn, and come out the other end as a really good adult dog, we have to be very careful and understand that punishment can have a significant impact on the dog and shape who they're going to be for the rest of their lives as adults. So we really want to use kindness and humane methods when we're training our adolescent dogs if we want them to be really balanced adults. So things to remember in your training with an adolescent dog: keep your criteria really small and really base what you do on how the dog is responding that day. So if you start training your dog and they're really into the training and they're picking up everything wonderfully, that's amazing. So you're going to end on a high note, and you're going to keep your training sessions short, and you're just going to finish off with something they've done really well. If you start training and the dog is really, really struggling that day to pay attention and to stay focused on the task at hand, maybe you're going to take a pause from training for the day, and you're going to do something that's more bonding for your relationship with the dog, like take them for a nice and long natural walk, or play with them in the yard, or do an activity the dog really finds fun. And let's leave the training till the next day. Then you can try again in the next day. The really big and most important thing to remember when you're dealing with an adolescent dogs is to be patient and don't push them. You want to make sure that all the training experiences are a great experience so that the dog doesn't get too stressed, so that they can come out the other end a really well-balanced adult dog, and you will have a much stronger, much more harmonious relationship with them as they live for the rest of their lives after their adolescence. So I hope this helps. If you need any assistance with your adolescent dog, please email us, info@unifiedcanine.ca, or hop on our website and pick an activity you think will help your adolescent dog cope with that phase in their development. Thanks.